Your 3-year-old phone stutters on basic apps, not wear and tear, engineering. In 2017, Apple admitted to deliberately slowing older iPhones through software updates. Stated reason: battery management. Real effect: millions experienced slowdowns that felt like hardware failure and bought new phones. Apple paid a $500 million settlement. This is planned obsolescence, products designed to fail on a schedule. The concept dates to the 1920s when light bulb manufacturers agreed to limit life to 1,000 hours. Bulbs that lasted 2,500 were deliberately weakened. Profits soared. But here's the thing. The modern version is far more sophisticated. Software updates add features demanding more power. Apps increase memory requirements. Storage fills with undeletable system files. The hardware hasn't changed, the software made it insufficient. Three forms: functional, product breaks or slows on schedule; systemic, accessories become incompatible; psychological, new models marketed so heavily that functional devices feel outdated. Now pay attention to this part. Replacement cycles shortened from 4 years to 2.5. Not because phones break, because they feel broken. That's $400 per year in depreciation for a device that could last 5 years. Right to repair legislation is fighting back. The EU requires parts and repair access for 7 years. Several US states followed. The change is slow but real. What can you do? Disable automatic updates after year 2. Replace batteries instead of phones. Buy one generation behind at half price. If Apple offered a no slowdown software track that kept your phone fast but dropped new features, would you choose it? Or do you actually want the features that kill your old hardware? Drop it below. Your device is not dying, it is being killed. Every lag, every spinning wheel, every forced restart, that's not failure. That is the plan working perfectly.